So imagine this, I'm chilling up a storm as usual, and I see something I would never have imagined in a more billion years. TF2 got an update? I'm not talking snakes on a map or bug fixes. I'm talking unusuals, taunts, new game modes, war paints, and a seal? Now going into this, I have played TF2 a grand total of not that many times. I played when I was like 10 on my bummy ass laptop that I would grind War Thunder on at like 15 frames per decade, and I'm gonna let you know now, using a trackpad on TF2 just didn't work as well as it did on Roblox. So I'm not a knower when it comes to TF2, but I've seen the fan base and admire the commitment to the game, which in turn causes all 7 neurons in my head to fire and form a question scholars will study in equivalence to how Socrates would piss his pants every time someone disagreed with him. Is TF2 really that good? It is. But why is TF2 still hitting peaks nearly a decade and a half past its release date? That is the question I set out to find the answer to, and honestly, it surprised me why people just keep flocking back to this game. But before I can say anything and give any opinions, I have to become a TF2 player, embrace the lifestyle, and appreciate what it is to Teamfortress 2. No, not that sort of TF2 player. To find the answers I'm looking for, I have to become the Teamfortress 2. So I suck at Team Fort. Where? I want to try dance around the fact this game makes no sense to me and has such a unique gameplay structure to it. Like, how do I rocket jump? Why does every class have a secondary shotgun? Why is Engineer's Century so cancer? What is a Fat Scout? And why the fuck do I keep getting fucking backstabbed? As so graciously explained to me by my friends who were teaching me how to play the game, I have something called L movement and terrible game sense. Don't know what those are, but whatever. So with this in mind, you have to understand I will not be giving any sort of good gameplay advice on how to trick stab, hit huntsman heads, or really know who Bing Soy is. But with this groundwork established and planted into your brain like the microchips the government hides in your water, I had a lot of fun even though I felt like a baby exploring the basics of quantum chromodynamics. Whether that be avenging old mate by taking the sniper down as demo knife. What, this one? Get over here! Read. Or not realizing that this scout is running noticeably slower than his usual gameplay speed. This, in the eyes of a veteran TF2, would be an instant giveaway that this was a spy disguised as a scout. Foolish noob mistake that got me viciously killed in the line of duty. I won't lie to you. Seriously, I would never do that. Like, come on. I am actually smart and handsome IRL. You guys will just never know because she goes to another school. I go positive in every game I play too. Okay, the latter was a lie. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if my KD was below a whole number. Actually, I'm positive. Guys, come on, maths jokes. Which, in all honesty, means that every kill I do achieve is the equivalent of like 10 kills for your average TF Joe. Hitting a pyro with my rocket launcher, or a scout with my rocket launcher, or a spy with my rocket launcher, or a heavy with my rocket is a feeling on the same level as getting a legendary from a giant chest back in 2017 when I was like 13. I also, if you haven't noticed, play a lot of Soldier. And there's a reason for that. Not because he's super easy to play, no, me never. It's because I gambled. Yep, cue the money cha-ching sound effects. I loot boxed so hard it wasn't funny. The whole time I was opening cases, I was just thinking in my head, this is quite literally CSGO. Kidding, I can hear the comments already. They didn't copy CS, you stupid twit. Well, I put $30 into the game's economy and opened a few cases. I'm telling you, it was so exciting, I'm just shaking thinking about it. I opened the scout skin, a pyro outfit, some fucking hat, I don't know. But I also unboxed a reason to play Soldier without knowing how to rocket jump. An awesome hat that was obviously without a doubt a reference to Kenshi Takahashi from Mortal Kombat and not the main character of Metal Gear Solid, clearly. But I didn't feel like shit opening these cases. Sure, I felt a deep feeling of regret and a hole in my chest as I watched those blue text names pop up on my screen, but I didn't feel as miserable as something like an Alpha Pack, where I get some Void Edge fucking cosmetic that I kid you not is the exact same skin as the default operator's look, or how terrible I'm sure that anyone that pays for packs in a sports game feels. Uncaring companies that don't give a shit about its player base, I could never relate. Why the hell have game developers not seen how insanely beneficial an in-game economy is, or a long-lasting title? Guess what other niche indie game does it and is also made by the same company and has lasted a really long time? I couldn't help but be a little jealous. I wish my favorite games had sellable collections. Collections are amazing, and even my 5-item backpack fills me with an immense sense of self-worth and pride. The case and key system is honestly just the most psychological microtransaction ever. Here, have this 3-cent case and have it sit in your inventory so you can just stare at it and it can fester. Come on. I have so many cool items to give you. All you need to do is just give me like $5. I have no self-control, so I give in to the merest amount of peer pressure. The cases call my name constantly, feeling like Liliana and the chain veil up in here. But in saying all this, the cosmetics in this game are Awesome. I'm pretty desensitized to companies pumping out garbage cosmetics. So in all honesty, maybe I just have low expectations when it comes to cosmetics. Curse you, modern gaming. But on the whole, I really like the case system. They always get me so hyped to open up, including the trash cosmetics. But even though gambling is like my favorite pastime, the best long-standing memory of this game is the meepers. Go figure, right? Totally didn't copy them for the thumbnail. What are you even talking about? This is prime TF2 and no one tells me otherwise. The memes that these videos made, along with how stupid each one was. God, this is League of Legends animations before League of Legends animations. Except better. But which one is your favorite, Garlord? Okay, first of all, stop calling me that. Like, what the hell? But it's gotta be Spy. Classic Yo Mama joke. I'm glad to see Valve has incredible taste. Got to mention other classics. Pyros is good. Pretty fucked up, but who doesn't like a little bit of manic edginess? Originally, it was my favorite one until Spy. Meet the Heavy. Classic first. Meet the I've yet to see a man outsmart bullets. Completely encapsulates Heavy in a single line. Meet the Sandwich. Okay, I know we ain't going in any sort of order here, but Meet the Sandwich. I'm biased because I think the Sandwich is a very funny joke. The Sandwich just so happens to be the only reason I play Heavy too. Plus basic human instinct to feel good when watching someone eat. I don't know if that's true, but I'll put my sources on screen right now. Meet the Sniper. Classics.
I think his mate saw me. Yes, he did.
R.I.P. Rick May, my king, my glorious king. Engineer's one's cool. Sniper's body burning is pretty crack up. A class meant to camp, adding fire, causing it to become a campfire. Hilarious stuff. I don't know, Engineers is one of my least favorites personally. Duo Man being a crazy Scotsman is always entertaining. And dude, Medics is awesome. And Scouts. But not only are these trailers insanely entertaining, they did exactly what any good form of advertising should do. They got people interested, giving all these characters lore, and I hate to use the same word twice in a sentence, but giving them character. Name other games with characters, oh my god, 3 times, as iconic as the TF2 lineup. Or more easily, name me some characters that copy the TF2 lineup. Sage, Mercy, please. I think you meant Medic. Any sort of big beefy character, I think you mean Heavy. What? Link? Let me just rub that out a little bit. As someone who didn't even play TF2 until super recently, I already knew all the characters and their names. Why? How can you not? The meme single-handedly planted these fuckers deep in the crevices of my mind. Another thing that Valve did, which I think is super smart, is they made every character recognizable just based off their silhouette. Characters that can be recognized based off their silhouette alone are instantly more likely to be remembered by an observer. My argument, you may be asking? Darth Vader. Argument ended. You know something else that blew my mind all over my bedroom wall? The main concept of subclasses. It's incredible gameplay design. So you can play Demo Man as this dude with sticky nades, right? So by this class's nature, you want to stay back and lob explosives into tie-locked areas to maximize efficiency. Now let's swap that nade launcher for a sword that would even make Ludwig jealous. Oh, and let's give him a Spartan. Oh, not that Spartan, come on man. A Spartan shield. So now Demo Person wants to be up in your face. Give him a charge to make sure that he gets into combat and you have a completely different gameplay experience. How does a game accomplish something so incredible and genre defining, you may be asking? I don't know, put it in the pile of other incredible stuff Valve did. Subclasses take this game from being like very good. I'm not undermining the game is still very good without subclasses to over the top amazingness. I'm not scared of the comments, call me what you want. I don't care that much. I'll stroke that Valve cock dry. Subclasses make the game so replayable. The fact that there's so many weird and interesting combinations and weapons is just cool. Pair that with Quake movement. Yes, that game, the one where you jump around the map like food on crack. There are millions of videos on this topic, but good movement in a game is just, chef's kiss. There are whole games where movement is just the focus of the game, but Quake movement just stirs something inside of me that I don't get from moving like I've got mercury fillings in my mouth for way in. I know this is a super lukewarm take, but moving fast is fucking awesome. Sure, moving within the general law of physics and motion are cool, yada yada yada, whatever. But jumping into the red team's objective as quick as germs to the sandwich I just dropped is so much better. Or Scout's ridiculously fast speed along with being thrown back every time I shoot the fellow's shotgun is fun. It's the same philosophy I took with me into school. Physics isn't fun. I'm joking. Physics is super interesting and smart. Guys, please don't think I'm stupid. And who would have thought that a game that was originally a mod for Quake would have Quake-inspired movement? Seriously, who thought of this? This is a fantastic idea. You should think more. Though in saying all this, I personally have terrible movement when it comes to this game. I'm too used to moving a cubic meter every 20 seconds because I have to look for Capcan traps. Why do they pick Capcan? Are they stupid? So it says a lot that someone like me can still enjoy the movement considering my ineptitude when it comes to this game. I am the teammate that makes you think, holy shit, am I playing with a toddler? If I pulled this shit off in any sort of competitive game of any kind, I would have been castrated and flung onto the streets as if I was a victim of the Night Haunter. However, despite this, no one has said anything mean to me yet. I even met a girl in one TF2 lobby. I tried talking to her until failure, but I was mewing, therefore I was unable to speak. And I danced a spawn a heap of times with randoms. It was so much fun. But Jesus, TF2 players have to be the yappiest yappers to ever yap. I've been in multiple games where fuckers think the game chat is a podcast and everyone on your team is just on the edge of their seat to hear you breathe into your mic and hear those mechanical clicks from your Razer keyboard. Like, holy shit, dude, I get it. I can be a bit of a yapper myself. The fact I'm sitting in my room talking to myself right now is a testament to that. But come on. Though I will admit I have still yet to meet a TF2 furry. If I met Pyrocynical, that would change, but you know, whatever. My headcanon on why everyone's pretty nice on Team 4 is that the whole player base is just so brainwashed into loving this game that they just want to share it with other people. But hey, it's pretty nice, so why question this nice thing? I'm just waiting to meet the furries and racists of Team 4. I've been told that's what you become when you download this game, so pick your poison. However, to understand the... Who is that?
Cease. Gaylord, for ages untold I have observed the Teamfortress 2 player base. I keep an unwavering eye on only the most impotent. In olden days I would have rewarded your insolence with death 1,000-fold. But today is not the case. I will make you into a Teamfortress 2 as you most deeply desire.
Cool, man. When I said I had to become the Teamfortress 2 at the start, I was being hyperbolic, you stupid fuck. Screw you, man. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel way more in tune with TF2 after becoming a Teamfortress 2. I also feel compelled to make TF2 operator kissing gifs or hot engineer images over a Joji song. But playing Team Fort has shown me some crazy concepts in action. The subclass system is ingenious. Infinite replayability with drastically different gameplay experiences. Not to mention a solid base foundation of a game. If we think about this game in the cake way, something like Multiverses, this is a solid cake, pretty nice looking cake, but the Multiverses cake has no icing. You got a good nice base game without the small trinkets that make a fantastic game/gameplay experience. However, the Team Fort, it's like a wedding cake. It's so good, it has multiple layers to it. You got the Quake movement, along with the really cool economy, and then you got insane layers that the devs don't even have control over, like the die-hard community of the game. And arguably, the community is the most important factor of any game. I'm still yet to see a successful game that doesn't have a community. Team Fortress 2 will be on top for a long time. The fact that this game is the class-based shooter ever, and spawned heaps of other games that in their own right are fantastic, is just a testament to the genius design of Team 4. It's like the Pulp Fiction of gaming, 100%. And the crazy thing is that most things in any sort of media form to do something first and create a new norm are eventually left behind. But Team 4? Hells no. I've yet to hear someone use Team Fortress and dated in the same sentence. The game is just a classic that still holds up, weirdly enough, to a higher standard than most modern games. And with this information absorbed into my galaxy-sized brain, I have finally realized why the community is so diehard and glazed this game so much. Because Team Fortress 2 deserves it. But Garlors, aren't you just glazing too? What can I say? I've finally become a Team 4 player. Valve, update this game more. The seal was sick, and getting more people to play this absolute cash cow of a game is a good thing. I think it's good for gamers to understand what a well-made game is. But in saying this, I do have one criticism.
Silence. You have overstayed your welcome. Team Fortress 2 is not bestowed on those who cannot see the game in only positive light. Make peace with yourself and come to terms with the inadequacy you present. I will transform you back into your natural form, but you will experience death for the merest of moments. I will not wait on your reply because I do not care.